speakers and audience is requested to use emoticons to applause and encourage the speakers. Without much ado, now it is my duty to introduce our presiding officer for today. The person I am going to introduce is young, dynamic, multi-talented personality. He is very soft-spoken, good at heart, and ever smiling, down-to-earth personality. He is a founder, chief executive officer, and brainchild of NVezion Digital Transformation Company. He has also pioneered and developed NVezion Toastmasters Club, and now it is his dream come true. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to welcome on virtual stage the young, dynamic, and wonderful President Toastmaster Syed Faisal. Toastmaster Syed Faisal, the virtual program is all yours. Please.
Wow, wow, wow. I am humbled and speechless. Wow, it's an honor, and thank you so much, Toastmaster Sunil, for wonderful introduction and for starting this meeting with a lot of enthusiasm and energy that you have generated a power-packed energy meeting today. So all we can understand that today we are going to have an amazing meeting ahead. I welcome you all once again in our club. And before moving to our amazing meeting, let us ask our guests how they have heard about us and how they have connected with us. So let us go with guest Anil. Can you come forward, introduce yourself, and tell us about how you have heard about our club, sir? Guest Anil, over to you, sir.
I already said, like, this is first time I'm joining this club, and I come to know about this club by Mr. Achal. He's a friend of mine, so he said, like, it's a good platform. Then I said, okay, let's try. So that's from my side. Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining in us, sir. It's an honor. And thank you for joining us today. Stay tuned with us till the end of this meeting and submit your feedback at the end of the meeting. We will be pleased to hear your words. How was your experience about today's meeting? We would love to listen to you in the end, sir. Stay tuned with us. Thank you for joining us, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Guest Neetu. Guest Neetu. Can we...
Yeah, I am there. Hi.
Hi.
Good evening. I was invited for this meeting by Smita Kotkar, and I got interested in the very concept of this. I looked it up, so I thought, why not see it firsthand? So that's why I'm here. I hope and it seems good. It's already seeming good, so that's it.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It is lovely to have you here in our meeting today. Please stay tuned with us till the end of this meeting and give your feedback. How was your experience in the end? Moving ahead, guest Radhika Prab. Guest Radhika, can we have your introduction?
Yes. Good evening, everyone. My name is Radhika Parab. I belong to Wonders of Women Toastmasters Club, Pune, and I got to know about this through the WhatsApp group. So yeah.
Thank you so much for joining, and it is great to have you here in our meeting, ma'am. Good that you are an experienced Toastmaster, so it will be a great thing for us. You can share your experience and help us improve further. Thank you so much for joining in. Stay tuned with us till the end of this meeting. Guest Siddhant Jain.
I got to know about this meeting by my Masi Smita Kotkar.
Your voice is very low.
I got to know about this meeting by my Masi, whose name is Smita Kotkar. So she invited me to this meeting.
Well, our Toastmaster of the day already has a lot of followers. It is good to know. And I guess I think I'm not missing anyone else. Maya, apologize if I missed. And if someone is missed, you can go in the chat box and introduce. I cannot see other than our role players. So let us move with huge round of applause to introduce our Toastmaster of the day, an anchor in the meeting, introducing the theme and role players, is Smita Kotkar from Toastmasters Club of Lucknow, an educationist, anchor, emotional intelligence facilitator, and a trainer, writer, storyteller, Sujok and Reiki healer. We want to listen. What is this? First time I have heard this. A homemaker, full-time mom of two brats, learner at heart, and now a blooming Toastmaster. With this, help me with a huge round of applause. Welcome, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Smita Kotkar. The virtual stage is all yours, ma'am. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Presiding Officer Toastmaster Syed Faisal Zaidi. It's indeed a pleasure visiting your club each time. Isn't it a beautiful Sunday evening, folks? Though it is hot and humid in most parts of the world, here in my city, it's raining. As it is in Sheila's city. Sitting by her bedroom window of her 8th floor apartment, seeing the shower of raindrops on the windowsill, sipping a warm cup of coffee, she lets a tear slide down her cheeks. And then another one. And then another one. Quietly, without shifting her gaze from the unknown, lest she catches someone's attention. Her coffee, now nearly cold, has lost its taste, as she has in anything and everything around her. Each new day is yet another burdensome beginning. If only her head would feel light, if only she didn't feel like a trapped bulbul in an invisible cage. If only. And then, as if nothing untoward had happened in the last few moments, she gets up and gets on with her day's routine. Distinguished Toastmasters and dear guests, is there a Sheila around you somewhere? Or have you, at some point of time in your life, been one? Have you smiled even though you were tearing up inside? What is that lovely song? तुम जो इतना मुस्कुरा रहे हो, क्या गम है जिसको छुपा रहे हो? We'll sing just 2 lines. You can join me if you want. तुम जो इतना मुस्कुरा रहे हो, आंखों में नमी हंसी लबों पे, क्या हाल है, क्या दिखा रहे हो? You know, I love this song. It is a ghazal sung by Janjeet Singh, and literally translated it means, how is it that you are smiling so much? What is that sorrow that you have been hiding? Your eyes are wet, but there's a smile on your lips. Is that what you're truly feeling? Or is that? Or what is it that you're showing? We have all, since our childhood, been tutored to hide, cover up, or worst, pretend to be positive and happy all the time. Please let me know in the comments section if at some point in time you have also come across those feelings. Let us use this opportunity to interact with each other. And while you're at it, let me tell you a little about Toastmasters International. It is a non-profit educational organization that teaches public speaking and leadership skills through a worldwide network of clubs. Our meetings are divided into 3 sections. Section 1 is the prepared speeches section where participants present their well-planned and researched speeches. Section 2 is the most awaited, open for all, fun-filled, impromptu short speeches section. We call it the table topics section. And we will have a table topics master to explain in detail when the time comes. What would life be without guiding angels? The third section of a Toastmasters meeting is in the form of an evaluation section, where angels turn evaluators and give you a constructive feedback for the betterment of the speakers. Now that you know the flow of the meeting, please allow me to introduce the general who will evaluate the entire meeting from start to end. She is a lady par excellence, with the motto, be the change you want to witness in the world. She has founded TBLS Education Federation and has been mentoring 500 plus students pan-India. Been awarded the Best Emerging Startup for the year 2021 and featured in the 50 super startups in Asia, Africa, and Europe. You have seen her many a times in a very unassuming role as the VP Ed of NVezion Toastmasters Club. Please help me welcome the General Evaluator of the Day, Toastmaster Tripti Gandhi. Madam, this virtual stage is all yours.
Thank you so much for a lovely welcome and such a lovely beginning to this evening. It couldn't have been better. In fact, that is my favorite song too. But anyways, not taking much of the time, I'm here to explain the role for today. I'll be evaluating the meeting overall, keeping in mind that each role player has played their role perfectly and giving a constructive feedback at the end of the meeting. And to help me evaluate this meeting, I have my tag team coming up. So to help me with the following roles, I have Mr. Achal Yadav as the timer of the day. Mr. Achal Yadav is also serving as the VP membership of NVezion Toastmasters Club. He's basically from Varanasi, working in the top MNC in the dental industry and staying in Bangalore. He truly believes in Lord Shiva, and according to him, nothing can stop him from achieving his dreams. So I welcome Toastmaster Achal to introduce himself and his role. Toastmaster Achal, can you please unmute yourself and introduce your role?
Yeah, sorry for the delay. My name is Achal Yadav, and today I'm playing a role of timer. I will start my intro with a quote. Time is what we want most, but what we use worst. The way we spend our time defines who we are. Time is like a river. You cannot touch the same water twice because the flow that has passed will never pass again. So enjoy moment in your life and make it productive. My role as a timer is to monitoring time during prepared speeches, table topics, and evaluations. At the end of the meeting, I will report the times of each participant. This will let you know if you delivered your presentation within the allotted time frame. For the prepared speeches, there is a time slot for 5 to 7 minutes. 30 seconds buffer time is there. At 5 minutes, I'll show green light. At 6 minutes, I'll show yellow light. At 7 minutes, I'll show red light, red card. And for the evaluation purpose, 2 to 3 minutes evaluators have got, and 30 seconds buffer time is there. So same like as 2 minutes, I'll show green card, and 2.5, I'll show yellow card, and after 3 minutes, I'll show red card. For the table topics, there are time slot for 1 to 2 minutes, and minimum is 1 minute, maximum 2 minutes. You can speak. 30-second buffer time is there. Same like 1 minute, I'll show green light. 1.5, I'll show yellow card, and 2 minutes, I'll show red card. So this is all from my side, and at the end of that, when general evaluator will call me, I'll present my report to general evaluator. So back to general evaluator, Stechalios. Thank you for.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Achal. Welcoming next is the our counter for the day. Our counter for the day is Mr. Mohammad Raza. Based in Saudi Arab, Raza is a hard-working individual currently serving as the secretary of NVezion Toastmasters Club. I welcome Toastmaster Raza on the virtual stage to introduce his role to us.
Hello everyone, very good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. My name is Mohammad Raza, and basically I am working in UAE, Dubai. And today my work role is as an accountant, where I have to notice, I have to find mistake. I think this is a very easy word, to find mistake in others. So whenever you will speak, like you are giving speech, I have to find mistake where you are using some words like like the word which you will repeat. So I have to find that, and after the final evaluation, I will tell where you have used these words. So that is from my side. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Raza. Last but not the least, and in my view, that is the most important role of the tag team, the grammarian. We have Toastmaster Guneet serving as the grammarian for us. She doesn't have many hats in her cap, as she says, but she's an educator, a certified EL trainer, and a facilitator, a professional storyteller, and a budding poetess. She says that she is a new buyer in Toastmasters and a loner at heart. I'm really looking forward to hear her today. So, Toastmaster Guneet, can we have you introducing your role, please?
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Tripti Gandhi. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests, as a grammarian, it is my responsibility today to pay close attention to all the speakers listening to the language usage. I'll take down all the notes regarding the bad and the good usage of English language used in the speeches on this platform today, noting paying close attention to the outstanding words, phrases, or thoughts used. Now, as a grammarian, it's also my responsibility to introduce the word of the day and the idiom of the day. I'll request that if instead of using this word of the day and the idiom of the day as the as a word or idiom that has to be used only for 2 hours on this platform, if you can take these 2 words with you for the rest of your life and use them in your daily usage, it will not only improve your vocabulary, but somehow it will also improve the emotional well-being. And that is why the word of the week that I have, the word of the day that I have used, I've picked up is navigate. It is a transitive verb. Though there are several meanings of navigate, both as transitive and intransitive verb in the dictionary, I'm sharing one of the meanings keeping the theme of the day in mind. So the definition of navigate is to find and follow a path through a difficult place. And according to Merriam-Webster dictionary, it was first used in 1588. The synonyms or the similar meaning words are pilot or steer. And this is how you can use them, use this word in your daily life. In today's unprecedented times, it is imperative to learn to navigate our emotions for better emotional well-being. Or it can also be used as, it's not easy to navigate mountain roads in the fog. The idiom of the day is again keeping with the theme of the day. It is on cloud 9, which means very happy. She's on cloud 9 after the successful completion of her pathway in Toastmasters Club. Another way of using this is, he's on cloud 9 ever since she agreed to marry him. You are requested to make prolific use of the word and idiom of the day in your speeches. I'll be on cloud 9 if you can navigate both of these words and phrases in your speeches, and I will count how often they were used by each speaker. I'll provide my report at the end of the meeting. Over to you, General Evaluator, Madam.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Guneet. Now I would like to hand over the stage to Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Smita. Thank you so much.
Thank you, General Evaluator. I'm already on cloud nine, seeing the accomplished speakers, seeing the accomplished team of evaluators that you have for us today. And today's meeting is definitely going to be an extremely exhilarating experience. So why not head straight into the first section, the prepared speeches section. We have 3 eloquent speakers and 3 eminent evaluators. I will be introducing the evaluators and they in turn will be calling their speakers. The evaluator of the first speaker is an aspiring image consultant and a soft skills trainer with an experience of 2 decades in sales and marketing. She's highly energetic, positive, and result-oriented and wants to make positive changes in the lives of students. Please welcome Toastmaster Mamta. Toastmaster Mamta, the virtual stage is yours.
Thank you. TMoD, am I audible and visible? Yeah, thank you. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests in the house. I'm Mamta Rajiv. I am from the Gabby's Toastmasters Club based out of Bangalore. I will be the evaluator for the speaker, Suvash Chandra Yadav. I hope I've got the name right. Yeah, and he'll be attempting his pathway, dynamic leadership, and the speech is L2P2. The purpose of this speech will be, the purpose of this project, let me tell you, is for the member to learn about different communication styles and identify his or her primary style. And the purpose of this speech in particular is for the member to share the impact of his or her style on others. Apart from this, I will also be making a note on the parameters of clarity, vocal variety, eye contact, gestures, audience awareness, comfort level, and interest on a scale of 1 to 5 while the speaker is delivering his speech. So go ahead, all the best to you. Over to you, TMoD.
Am I audible?
Yes, madam, please introduce the speaker with the speech title.
Speech title, oh sorry, I have not got that.
Listen.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm sorry, I missed that. The speech title is Listen. Over to you with the speech title, Listen. All the best to you.
Hello? Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. No, ma'am. No. No, ma'am. I didn't mean that. I tried to talk. No, because this is not the first time you have done that. Every time you are doing like this. We can't tarnish our company's image because of you. You are fired. We can't tolerate you. You are fired means fired. Sorry, ma'am. Sorry. Ma'am, I won't repeat that. Fired means fired because got the call. Here, the Vikas is fired because of his miscommunications. He's unable to talk with his client, and no company will keep an employee who is unable to talk. This often happens majority of us in the world. Many of us may be a part of it. So don't worry, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Communication is a skill that can be learned and improved. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, guests, and leaders. The word communication is derived from the Latin word communis, which means to share or to participate. Combinedly, communication is a two-way process of reaching mutual understanding in which two parties share their ideas, emotions, attitude, and beliefs. There are 3 things that is involved in communications: a sender, a receiver, and the content. From the name, it is clear that sender is someone who starts the communication. Here he encodes the text, and the receiver is one who receives the communication. And something which is transferred between communication and receiver is content. There are 4 basic styles of communication. Number 1, passive style. The individual who uses passive style of communication often act indifferently and yielding to others. Passive communicators fail to express their feelings, needs to others. They often lack eye contact or body positions. They always seem to be inconfident. While talking with the clients or any other members, they often have poor body postures and lack of eye contact. These things. One thing, they always complain that people never listen to me. Some of the phrases they use are, "It does not matter. I just want to keep safe." However, this communication can be safer to speak when a conflict arises because the speaker is likely to avoid the confrontation. The second type of communication is aggressive style. This style is emphasized by speaking in a loud and threatening voice, by maintaining an intense level of eye contact, by threatening, intimidating, and criticizing the speaker. In this type of communication, the communicator often asks the question readily and is not ready to listen. They use the phrases like that: "I am right and you are wrong. I will do this no matter what will happen." The next type of communication is passive aggressive type of communication. In this type of communication, the communicator appears to be passive on the surface, but deep down he is thinking differently. He might be conspiring against you. He might be doing different thing against you. If you are talking with him or on front, he agrees with your decisions. But behind, he has a habit of backbiting and sabotaging, these types of things. Like they will tell, "That's fine with me, but don't get surprised if someone banged at you." If you tell, "We will do this," they will tell, "Yes, I will do in this way." And behind you tell, "Your way. No matter. You are not superior than me. I am not going to follow." In this type of communications, the speaker mutter themselves rather than to confront their needs, feeling, or desires to others. Here, he or she knows what he needs to express, but is unable to confront her or his needs and desire. And the fourth one is assertive type of communication, thought to be one of the best type of communications. The speaker is calm, composed, and is able to navigate all the dimensions of the communications. In this, the speaker is able to say no, which is the best example of communicators. If you are a good communicator, then you are able to say no. He or she takes the blame on himself instead of blaming others. This type of communication provides you open house discussion without blaming another. Here, he or she puts his point forward without compromising others' point or without insulting others. Everyone has their own style of communications. It is up to us that we should know all style of communications and recognize our style of communications. Among these all style of communications, I like assertive style of communications. Why I like assertive style of communications? Because it provides open discussions without insulting others. Here, the speaker takes example or ownership on himself or herself. Suppose someone is coming late in our Toastmaster meeting, and because of him, the decorum of Toastmaster or the standard of Toastmaster is decreasing. Instead of directly telling him, "Why are you coming late? This is decreasing dignity of Toastmaster," we can tell that, "We feel bad whenever you come late." He or she will take it seriously. It does not insult us. Instead, it makes him feel that everyone is feeling bad or anything because of us. This type of things. And how can we be assertive speakers? We need to take the ownership, as I explained. We need to learn to say no. We need to know how to express our own feelings, ideas, and emotions. One of the major issue of today's people is that they never try to listen. That's why I put title of my speech, "Listen." The best And the best characteristics of the good communicator is to listen. If you want to be good communicator, then you must have to make a habit of listen. So I would like to end my speech by reading a quote. When people talk, listen completely. I repeat, when people talk, listen completely. Majority of the people does not like to listen. Thank you. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Suvash. They say the more we learn about effective communication, the better we'll be at leading, as our directives will be better understood. And you brought it forth very well in your speech. To introduce the next speaker, we have an extremely passionate entrepreneur, a digital transformation expert with an experience of over 15 years in helping people realize their digitization goals. Why am I stuttering? Sorry. He's none other than the founder and CEO of NVezion.com and the NVezion Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Syed Faisal Zaidi. He will be introducing speaker Toastmaster Kajol as well as her project objectives. The virtual stage is all yours, Toastmaster Faisal Zaidi.
Thank you so much, Madam Toastmaster. This is an honor for me to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Kajol Khetan, a teacher for almost a decade, VP Education of Sanskriti Toastmasters Club. She loves traveling and exploring nature. Kajol Khetan is from Nepal. She will be delivering her speech level 5, project 1 from the pathway presentation mastery. The purpose of this project is for members to practice developing and presenting longer speech. Timer, please note her timing will be 18 to 20 minutes, 18 minutes for green queue, 20 minutes for yellow queue, and 22 minutes for red queue. Kajol Khetan between B and D, Kajol Khetan. All the best, virtual stage is all yours.
Sorry to interrupt. Sorry to interrupt. Actually, I forgot to tell. Like all the speakers have to pin themselves to get the timer screen. Thank you.
My apology. I must inform also. Kajol, please pin the timer in front of your screen so that the cue card will be visible. Thank you. Go ahead. All the best.
Thank you. Life, I feel, is like a bed of roses. Unfortunately, roses have thorns. We are bound to go through the ups and downs in this journey called life. However, what matters is what you do about it. What matters are the choices you make. Good evening, Madam Toastmaster, presiding officer, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. What is life? They say it's from B to D, from birth to death. But what is in between B and D? It's a C. It's a choice. Our life is a matter of choices. How many of you have faced some choices in your life which made you stand by here right now? Can I see some thumbs up if you had to make two choices? Yes. Let me take you back to 2015 when I made a choice that changed everything. 2015, dear friends, when Nepal was crying in pain. We all were hit by the massive wave of earthquake. We all were thrown out of our house and were forced to live on the waves. The time when we realized that money, property, material is nothing compared to our beloved one. But that was also the year that changed me a lot of what I used to be. 3rd September, a day before my birthday. My parents, they used to surprise me every year. But this year, things were different. My mom, she was crying in pain due to unbearable tortures. I was helpless. All I could do was cry with her. On 19th September, my world fell apart. My mom was admitted to the hospital, and on seeing her condition, I collapsed too. I was admitted next to my mom. I could still remember the blurry image of my mom next to me. Then the medicine did its wonder and took me to the lap of deep sleep. Next day, when I woke up, I did not see my mom. I asked the doctor, "Doctor, where is my mom?" He said, "Darling, the condition of your mom was quite serious, so she is shifted to a better hospital." I waited, and on seventh day, I was elated finally to be discharged. I requested my aunt, "Aunt, please take me to the hospital where my mom is." But what I heard next took my breath away. She told me, "Your mom, she passed away the day you were admitted to the hospital." I was devastated. All of a sudden, my world crouched to where I stood. My dad had gone to live with my grandparents, and in this vast world, I had nowhere to go. My only solace, my mom, had deserted me too. My brother and I, we were forced to live with our aunt. Daily talks were exhausting. I can still feel that numbness, those piercing taunts by my aunt. Sleepless night continued for more than 5 months. And during this entire time, I experienced an acute nostalgia, a longing for the lost time, time that seems lost like a grain of sand in the desert. Untellable chaos that were haunting me within, feelings inexpressible. I felt like a tree split me in two, struck by lightning. I yearned for the sound of my mother's voice calling out my name, "Hey Kazul," telling me to lighten up. However, I still had a choice, and I took an audacious decision to leave my aunt's house and own for myself. It may sound like a movie to you, fellow Toastmasters. It may sound like a movie to you, dear guests. But that's how it was. Empty pocket, no job, responsibility of a younger brother, and a broken heart. My cries were inaudible to the mass. But I know deep within the thunder that engulfed me, not a soul to reach out for, lonely, wondering and wondering what's next. No hope, nothing to hold on to. Just then, a bleak light of hope appeared with a phone call. Tears streamed down my eyes when the voice on the other side told me, "Congratulations! You have been selected for the job of teacher in White House World School." And I was on cloud nine. And here I am today with the reflection of my struggle and victory. Whatever I am today, I owe it to my darling mother. I had two choices, either to submerge, be submissive, or rise up and fly higher. I choose to fly. And that's why I'm here in front of you all today. I always think about my mother, now and then. On most of the days, the grief is lighter, less oppressive. With her demise, the door closing beyond her, but light illuminating over me, a line of knowledge binding her body to mine, just like in the old days. She crosses my mind like an exotic bird of paradise, flying past the ease of my eyes. Starling, luminous, an epitome of beauty, disappeared in fine dust, yet alive in me. A mother is a story with no end. That is my definition of her. What was I supposed to do when the story ends? I was left with no choice, isn't it? I started hating myself. I went to the phase where I wanted to quit my life and not live any longer. But then it is said that someone's worst experience can be led by someone's best moments. And then the disquieting loss of my mom started the journey of self-love. After years of putting myself down, vandalizing myself, torturing myself, I was not beating myself up. But yes, the phrases that I was feeding into my mind, I cannot do this. I'm not able to do this. I don't deserve this. These phrases made me demotivated. How many of you have gone through that phase where you started hating yourself, where you started feeling like it's the end? There might be few, but then yes, it wasn't the end. It started my life again. I started dreaming. My mom made me a dreamer, a believer. Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not, because the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way, because the drinks bring back all the memories. And the memories bring back you. Those memories are still alive in me. I feel she is there for me. And she made me a dreamer, an achiever that who keeps on trying her level best to get through her full potential. Let me tell you, let's not cry because I'm here to make you laugh. Let me share some wonderful experiences after that. You know, I started dreaming and I become a person who dreams unconditionally. Tell me, how many of you dream? I believe almost all, yes. Even I am a dreamer. I keep on dreaming. It is something that keeps me alive, that lets me wake up the next day and strive to achieve it. I won't say all my dreams have come true because I also had a dream to marry Shahrukh Khan, but oops, he got married to Gauri Khan. My bad luck. But still, I am Kajol. I'll get my Ajay. Who knows? Let me share some of my dreams with you. I dreamt of driving my own scooty, having my own license. But when I went for trial, I was like, oh no, it's not my cup of tea. But I had a dream one day. I dreamt I was driving my own scooty with my own license. But as soon as I opened my eyes, it was all gone. I was wrapped inside a blanket. But that dream motivated me to wake up and just achieve it. I practiced so hard. I navigated all the ways to achieve my dream. And then, tell me what, did I pass my trial or did I fail? Pass or fail? Okay, I can see pass. Unfortunately, I failed. Why? Because I was just focusing on the trial and I didn't thought about theory. But it didn't stop me. I did not quit this time and I practiced more. And it's been 5 years. I am living my dream to the fullest. Many people have that disheartening moment where you feel like ending your life. But let me tell you, it's okay not to be okay. Isn't it? It's okay to fall apart at times. It's okay to go down, feel depressed. But then once you get up, don't make any excuses. Don't say that because of this, I lost. There are many anecdotes in the Google, in the YouTube. Jim Carrey, one of the most influential comedian. That old man shocked all of us in his interview in 60 Minutes. He said he dealt with depression, anxiety, and self-hatred almost most of the part of his life. Isn't it surprising? A comedian going through depression. This is life, my friends. We never know a person is hiding what inside his heart. A person who laughs a lot may be going through the worst part of his life. So, as we all are born as a unique individual, let's not forget to love each other. If we cannot create happiness, let's not be someone to create hatred. If you cannot do one thing, let it be. Just ignore. Let the person leave. Let the person dream. How many of you daydream? Uh-huh. What do you do about it? After daydreaming, do you just dismiss it, saying, come on, it's just a dream. It's not going to come true. Right? Yeah. Then I'm sorry, friends. It will never come true. To achieve your dream, you must go for it. You must give your 100%. Okay, the host muted me. Come on, I'm talking about the dreams. And when we come to talk about the dreams, we must not stop ourselves from achieving it. You might say, I dreamt, but I did not get success. What I want to tell you all is, it's okay. If plan A does not work, there are 26 alphabets. Come on, go for plan B, go for plan C, go for plan Z. And if those 26 alphabets are not enough, you can go for the numbers because numbers never end. Go for 1, 2, and then at one point, I'm sure you are going to achieve it. Isn't it surprising that at the age when most of us retire at the age of 65, a person built an empire out of fried chicken? How many of you know him? I can see some noddings. Can I see the name in the chat? KFC. Yes, the name of the person is, okay, KFC. He is Colonel Harlan Sanders, a person who was rejected 1009 times before his first chicken was sold. So, guys, we quit after trying twice or thrice. Have we ever tried for 1009 times or at least 10 times? So this is all about perseverance, dedication, and the desire to achieve your dream. I won't tell you that you have to go through it, but yes, if you have that dedication, you will achieve it. Is just a number, isn't it? A person was failed twice in his entrance of college, was rejected 30 times from his job interview, but now he's the founder of Alibaba Group. Who is he? Name in the chat if you know. Jack Ma, yes, the person, one of the richest person in China. So see, what we all need is that dedication to get to our dream. Now, let me tell you, some dreams might not get fulfilled, isn't it? Then what's next? Is it depression? Is it anxiety? Is it self-hatred? No, no, no. It's a big no. Because as I have told you, your dream should always be achievable, aimable. I'm telling you, look at me. I have gone through worst phases of my life. And still, if I have to tell you, recently, before 6 months, I lost my dad. This is how things work. But what you should not do is you should not stop dreaming. You should not stop accepting the things the way they are. Because once you start accepting the things, you start living your dreams. You start loving yourself. We all are born as a unique individual who have their own things in their life. It's not only me, I'm sure. All of us are going through some bad phases in their life. So it's okay. It's okay not to be okay at times. It's okay to go through something bad at times. But always remember, if you have cried for that things, do not think about crying for the same thing again. There is a saying, isn't it? We don't laugh for the same joke again and again, isn't it? Do we? If I tell you a joke, you might laugh once. If I tell you the same joke, you might laugh twice. But 3 times, if I'm telling you the same thing, will you laugh? No. So same thing goes with the pain. It might hurt you once, it might hurt you twice. But please learn to be stronger, because that pain is going to make you stronger than before. Everything that you dealt will make you strongest in the life. So what at the end I want to tell you is, if you want to accomplish dreams in your life, you must not just act, you must dream. You must not just plan, but you must believe. And then no one can stop you from being on cloud 9, where you can live your dream, where you can live your passion and achieve everything that you want to. And then things will fall into the places where they will. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kajol. Not only did you floor everyone with your speech, believe me, you complimented the theme of the meeting so well. Toastmaster, the presiding officer, I think we have an extended Toastmaster of the day with us in Toastmaster Kajol, because she spoke about all that I had planned to speak. Now, should I change my script quickly, or should I go ahead with what I'd planned? Let me think. What more do I add now that she's mostly spoken what I'd planned to speak? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. One of the hardest decisions in life is to choose which bridge to burn and which to cross. And you beautifully displayed everything. Thank you so much. Our next evaluator is an educator and a business soft skills trainer, a blessed mother of a gorgeous and lovable boy. She likes to call herself an army brat who has a penchant for traveling and listening to music. She will be introducing Toastmaster Lakshmi K. Raman and also elucidating her project objectives. Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Smita. I would say I'm on cloud 9, being here in the meeting with all you wonderful people. I couldn't have asked for a better Sunday evening. Right. So my purpose today is to introduce the third speaker, who is Lakshmi, rightly mentioned by the TMoD, and she's attempting her L4P1, managing a difficult audience project. Now, this can be a quite challenging one. I'm sure we are aware about it. So the objective of this project is for the speaker to be able to handle the difficult audience outside the Toastmasters. Not only in the Toastmasters, but even in life, we face people who are difficult to get through, along with the challenges that come across while speaking in front of people, audience. So primarily these two things she'll be presenting in front of us. And I would request 2 or maximum 3 people in the audience to interrupt the speaker from time to time, and so that we get to know how well she's managing the interruptions. I would like to introduce the title of her speech, which is First Day, First Show. Toastmaster Lakshmi with her speech, First Day, First Show.
Let me pin the timer. Okay. 4th November 1991, the day before Festival of India, Festival of Everyone, Festival of Diwali. I was decorating my home with my 18 months baby. She was also helping me in putting the rangolis, half on the floor, half on her. And I was absolutely busy in preparing the ritual, the sweets, the snacks for the next early morning puja. In the busy schedule, I heard the doorbell ringing and I opened the door. Saw one of my closest friends, Suresh, was standing there. He seems to be was in a great hurry and kept a finely folded paper in my hand and was shouting on the move, "There is a ticket for tomorrow's movie, don't miss it." Good evening, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. I gently tried to open the paper and there it was. It's the first show ticket to Dalapati. This is what the movie which the entire South India was talking about, and this is what the movie my friends and family people were talking about. You know why? It's all because of the hero, one and only superstar, Rajinikanth. All the household work which I had been doing, I put a pass on them.
I thought Suresh was going to be the hero of that movie.
I guess Suresh would be taking part in the next movies, definitely, because he had given a chance, but Rajinikanth took a lead in that. So that's the thing. And so I put a pause on the work and sitting at VIP box the first day, first show ticket means I might land up sitting next to producer, director. I might sit next to Rajinikanth also. I was in cloud 9. I don't know what to do. Which sari I should wear? That's the most important thing for a lady. And at about 3 o'clock, I opened the wardrobe with the help of a tiny bin. This one. No. This one. Which jewelry I should wear? What about my footwear? What about the handbag? All these very intellectual and intelligent questions that kept on roaming on my mind. They're not letting me to sleep. And I kept the ticket under my pillow, was looking at again, just to make sure that I wasn't living in a dream.
Diwali preparations were left behind?
Yes,
You
of
were
course.
preparing with the movie?
Let it be, because Diwali comes every year, but the first day, first show comes once in a while only. So, at 4 o'clock, when I checked the ticket and opened it for almost 25th time, I saw my brother Ram was sleeping. I should not tell you one thing about him. If you keep all the Rajinikanth fans on one side and my brother on the other side, he proved to be a bigger fan than anyone else. On one hand, the fan in me was saying, "It's a great chance to meet the superstar, don't miss Lakshmi." Whereas on the other hand, the sister in me was telling, "Why not? I pass this opportunity to him." Confusion. Couldn't sleep. Yes, definitely. In the morning, once the Diwali rituals are over, I showed this ticket to my brother. And I saw the gleam in his eyes. And he started jumping. Oh my God, didn't he misunderstood the ticket was for him? I was in a dilemma for a moment. But you know what happened? He came, hugged me, and screamed, "One of my favorite person in the world is going to see my favorite superstar. I'm so happy." At that moment, the sister and me won the battle, and I gave him this ticket. I told him, "Dear brother, it is my Diwali presentation to you. Go and enjoy and share the experience with me." Today, even after 30 years of this incident,
Don't you think sharing your ticket of the first day, first show with your brother as a Diwali gift was not that good an idea?
Of course, I thought but that moment, but remember, even after 30 years, we still talk about the incident, and I could see the tears of joy in his eyes. So that is even greater gift for me than meeting Rajinikanth. Of course, I met him afterwards, like at Chennai airport. So any which ways, the purpose is achieved. I met him. Fellow Toastmasters, we often give gifts or opportunities to most of the people. But instead of thinking or worrying about what we lost or what we gave, we think about whom we made happy to get the smile on the face. Isn't it the real happiness? Isn't it the real fun in life? Even after 30 years, we think about all these things, and that makes us even more happier than I would have left him behind and watched that movie. I made my brother that day happy, and we are still happy. Who will you make happy today? Over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Lakshmi. No wonder they say sisters are your bestest friends. And you just proved it by giving your ticket to your brother. May I now request the tech master to please launch the polls for the best speaker.
On your screen.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have a tough choice. Please do the honors and please make it your decision. Are we done? Can we move ahead?
Yes, we can.
All right. Our loved ones and well-wishers in their own caring way have always told us, hey, you have so much going on for you. How can you be upset? Get on with your life, man. Get on with your life. Look outside. There is so much to be happy about. Look at the beautiful things that life has to offer. Just smile. Stop worrying. Count your blessings, darling. Count your blessings. Have you ever given such advices of toxic positivity to somebody? Yes, toxic positivity, which is the assumption either by self or others that despite a person's emotional pain or difficult situations, they should have a positive mindset. However, when we invalidate a person's emotional state and we tell them that their feeling hurt or fearful or angry is bad, that they are being ungrateful, we're actually building secondary emotions of shame, guilt, and embarrassment in them that further deepens the scars caused by those primary emotions. You know, it is as good as telling them, you should be ashamed for feeling sad, or should be embarrassed that you're feeling afraid. Have you ever felt like this? Have you ever felt the pain when somebody tells you something like that? Please put it in the chat box and we'll discuss it after the next section. Now let us lighten the mood a bit. For that, please allow me to welcome the table topic master for the day. He is a BA LLB student and swears to live by the words hard work and persistence. Toastmaster Venkat Sai, the table topic master, the virtual stage is all yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Smita. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, and good afternoon who are there in other countries of the state. I think some are there in Saudi Arabia. So today we are in the session of table topics. So let me tell for the benefit of the test what is table topics. So table topics are the ones which help us members to practice the art of improvisation and also navigate us and helps us to think on our feet. And this develops us for vital communication skills. There are four main important skills: listening, thinking, organizing, delivering. These are the four vital skills which the table topics help us to do. So with no more late, let's go to our table topic session. So who wants to give the first shot of the table topics? Can I see some guests before going to the Toastmasters? Guest Radhika. Can I have? Okay, will you be able to speak?
Yes.
Yeah. So your topic is today. If the average human lifespan was 40 years, would you live your life differently? I repeat the question. If the average human lifespan was 40 years, would you live your life differently? Your time starts.
Thank you so much for the topic. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay. So if my average lifespan would have been 40 years, obviously anybody would have lived differently. But I think the way I live wouldn't have changed so much, because already um, there are so many things to do in our life. Right now I am 20 years old, and right now, and if I would have in if my average lifespan would have been 40 years now, what would I uh, would do? I mean, I'm sorry, can I start again?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can. Am I audible, Radhika?
Yes.
Yeah, you can start again. Yeah.
Okay. So if my lifespan would have been 40 years, I would have lived differently for sure. Right now, our lifespan is almost 70 years all over the world. And what do we do in our lives? When we are born, we only enjoy our lives at that time. But after that, when we join school and college, we only think about our studies. And most of us right now, most of us, we get so much engaged in our exams and our timetables, and a whole lot of classes which our parents put in us. There is so much pressure and stress our generation is going through now. So obviously, if our lifespan would have been 40 years, I would have thought, I'm sorry, I'm not able to speak.
All right. It's fine. Yes. So, can I have guest Anil to unmute himself? Guest Anil, are you present in the meeting? Guest Anil. Okay. Seems none. So, let me go to Shivanand. Guest Shivanand, are you there? Yeah. Can you switch on your cam, Shivanand? Yeah. So, Shivanand, your topic is, if happiness was the national currency, what kind of work would you make? Would you take? Would you make to take? Let me repeat the question. If the happiness was the national currency, what kind of work would make you rich? I think you got the question, Shivanand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got. If happiness is a national currency, then I'll do hard work for them to find more and more in our life.
Yeah, Shivanand, you can continue your speech. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. Please continue. You have more time. Say what's coming in your mind. No problem. It's just a table topic session.
Yeah, I know what.
Just be cool, calm, and say whatever you get in your mind. Just it's a table topic session. Nothing you're not writing a degree exam or not writing some CSAT exam. It's just a tabletop decision. Just start again. The timer will start again. Just start your speech again.
No, not yet.
Just take 30 seconds and start your speech again. Take deep breath. Start your speech again.
Actually,
Yeah, tell me.
I would request Tripti to come forward and help Shivanand to construct a quick story on this topic.
I think if happiness is, the currency, what work would you do? You would want to make people happy so that you get more and more currencies. You can
right, ma'am.
like you're making all of us happy, being not able to construct a story, but still you have a pleasant smile on your face.
Yeah.
Probably by smiling, by making everyone happy around you, will help you earn more and more currency.
So Sivanand, if
Yes,
you
ma'am.
want to change the topic, you can say, but you have
Absolutely.
to complete, like you have to remove your fear.
Yeah, I know, sir, but I don't know why I'm stuck.
So tell me what makes
Yes.
you happy.
Okay.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Tell me what makes you happy.
At least speak out for that, at least for 1 minute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, let me reframe the question. Okay, for your benefit, let me reframe the question. What kind of work will you make? Will you be happy? What kind of work will you be happy? Okay, it's simple. What kind of work will you be happy? If you are doing the work which you will do the work, will you be happy? What kind of work? Speak about that for just 1 minute. That's it.
yeah.
Yeah, timer start the time now.
In my life, traveling is make happy to me, and I love traveling. I travel many more places and make happy to me also. And our work are goes happy to when we achieve something in our life, then I am happy.
All right, Sivan, thank you so much.
Wow,
Wonderful
give
try.
us a huge round of applause. Kudos to you, Shivanand. You have broken the ice.
Yeah,
You have came out of your fear. Kudos to you.
that's the first
Big
step when
round of
you came out
applause
the fear.
for Shivanand Chauhan.
All right, let me go to the next speaker. I can see Ankita Kumari who want to volunteer. Okay, Ankita, your topic is Ankita. To what degree have you actually controlled the course of your life as taken? Let me repeat the question. To what degree have you actually controlled the course of your life has taken? You are not audible. No. Okay. Till Ankita comes, let me take another participant. Kamini Sharma ma'am has raised her hand before I saw her. Yeah, ma'am. Am I right? Did I saw you before? Yeah.
I did in the beginning, but then I thought you're giving an opportunity to the guests, so
Yeah,
I
but
kind
there
of
is a lack
fell
of
back.
guests, so I'm getting back to the
My pleasure.
Toastmasters.
Please tell me what
Yeah.
topic is it?
So your topic is: if you look into the heart of your enemy, what do you think you would find that is different from your own art? Let me repeat the question, ma'am. If you look into the heart of your enemy, what do you think you would find that is different from what is in your own art?
All right. This is a
Sorry to
beautiful
interrupt.
question, which
Please pin to get the timer screen. Actually, my system is not.
all right, my apologies, but I'm not aware how to pin. If anybody can help
Zoom
me.
Master,
There is
can you please pin?
Yes, go to timer video window. You will find 3 dots. Hover the 3
Timer with,
dots.
yes.
You will find 3 dots. Then
Thank
pin
you
off.
so much. I got it. Thank you. All right. So this indeed is a very beautiful question. It again talks about the concept that humans believe in of being enemies and being friends. When we talk about creation, the universe does not dilute on the basis of goodness and badness. So I would like to believe that nobody is bad. We all are equal with the soul that is blessed inside us. It's only the thought that is such which kind of, pushes us to bracket people. So if you're asking me that what would I see inside the heart, I would always see goodness. I would always see a soul there, and it's human to error, right? We all make mistakes. I'm not perfect either. So I feel forgiveness again stands as a virtue here. I would like to give people another chance. I would like to believe that, yes, there can be a new beginning to every relationship, no matter how bitter it has been in the past. Because I've got chances from people, not once, not twice, but many times. And I would like to do the same. People have taken my arrogance and made me the person that I am. I would like to give back the same to anybody who comes across as not a very positive person. I would like to just basically talk about all this here in the impromptu session. There's nothing as good or bad. The heart is pure as always. It's only the mind that creates the confusion. Only if we can look beyond it, I think our lives would be less complicated. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Yes, you're right. Forgiveness is the act of kindness which every human has to have. So, Ankita, your mic is working. You're not audible. Sorry for that. Is there anyone other volunteer who want to come forward?
Hi Venkatesh, I also
Yeah.
want to try. So,
Yeah,
any topic for me?
Yeah. Just I called you before, but you weren't there present in the meeting, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the last question for you: if a doctor gave you 5 years to live, what would you try to accomplish? Let me repeat the question. If a doctor gave you 5 years to live, what would you try to accomplish?
If doctor give 5 years to me for?
If a doctor gave you 5 years to live, what would you try to accomplish?
Yeah, okay. If doctor give me 5 years, then I think whatever dreams I have, so I like to go for the dreams and I like to complete, and I like to give the best what I can do for others. So at the end of like 5 years, I can go happily from the world. So this is what I feel. If any doctor said you're having only 5 years, so that's it.
Anil, you have to speak for more than a minute, so just continue the speech.
Okay, so I have to. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so I have to speak more than a minute.
Yeah.
Then whatever, if any doctor said like you have 5 years and after 5 years you'll go from this world, then I like to do best what can I do for other people. So what I feel, God sent us in this world to help others, and by doing help to other people, we can tell at the end of the day to God, okay, we complete what you said to us. So I feel like this is what I can do to give satisfaction to myself and to give something to the world before going from the world. And I guess it's almost 1 minute.
All right. Thank you so much, Anil, for the speech. Okay, this is a short and sweet tabletop session as a time constraint. So I have a wonderful session. I have a Cloud in 9 session with you all. I'm pleasure to be here. So back to Toastmasters Smita. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Venkat Sai. Not only was our Toastmaster, the table topic session interesting, it was very heartfelt today. And it was beautiful to see you encourage guests and speakers to speak on impromptu topics. Thank you so much. Tell me, friends, how receptive are you of the feelings of those around you? Kindly answer with a show of hands. How receptive are you of the feelings of those around you? Okay, wonderful. And how receptive are you of your own feelings? A show of hands? Not always. Well, the second question did not have many takers. Very right. If you have shared it here silently, if you've ever put up a brave front and smiled when you actually wanted to cry, did it leave you happy? Did it leave you fulfilled? Did it leave you with being thankful for your own existence? I leave you to think about it as we conclude the session later and move to the final segment of the Toastmasters meeting, which is the evaluation segment. They say evaluation is creation. It's only through it that value exists. So may I call upon the general evaluator of the day, Toastmaster Tripti, to present her extensive report along with her team. Toastmaster Tripti Gandhi.
Thank you so much, Toastmasters of the day. It has been a heartfelt session today. I actually did not think about it. But before I go ahead with my detailed report, I would like to have the poll for the table topics. Can we have the poll, please?
On your screen.
I guess we have the majority.
Yes. I'm ending the poll.
Thank you so much. So yes, before we go to the tag team, I am here to introduce another evaluator of the day, the table topic evaluator, Toastmaster Ankita. She strongly believes that public speaking is a great talent, which empowers people to touch many lives and is her motivation to be a part of this prestigious organization called Toastmasters. She's currently serving as the secretary of InSteel Toastmasters Club and has previously served as the VP Ed of the same club. I'd like to welcome Toastmaster Ankita on the virtual stage to present her reports for the table topic session.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tripti. Toastmaster Tripti, could you please confirm whether I'm audible now?
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay, and sorry for the inconvenience. I've logged in through my computer, so I won't be able to turn on my video since I have no camera set up here. I had no other option, but since I don't know what, there was some problem with the slot of my laptop, due to which my earphones were not working. Anyways, coming down to the table topic session. So our first table topic speaker was guest Radhika, and her topic was, if average human lifespan was 40 years, how she would have lived. First of all, guest Radhika, I was about to call you Toastmaster Radhika, and I'm sure that in times to come I'll surely call you Toastmaster Radhika soon. So yeah, coming to your speech. First of all, never you told, I'm sorry, I'm not able to speak at the last. How, I mean, don't dare you speak like this, because you spoke for almost 2 hours, 2 minutes or some seconds. So you're already made into the voting list. So you're all there. Just try to come up more frequently in the table topic session, and this will definitely help you to come with a more structured speech. I mean, the way you spoke, it didn't seem that it was a maiden speech. It didn't seem for a while that you have, yes, it did seem for a while that you participated in the table topic session for the first time. So kudos to you for that. Brilliantly delivered. You brilliantly delivered your message. Next, we had guest Shivanand. His topic was if happiness was the national currency, and yes, something like that. First of all, guest Shivanand, the table topic is all about 80% having the courage to come up and speak and not denying, and 20% about your speech. So you won then and there itself when you didn't deny when Toastmaster table topping master called you upon stage. So you already won as an orator then and there itself. This fear of I used to face the same fear, like when I participated in table topic session. Even I was flooded with loads of facts and loads of ideas, but what happens is whenever someone asks, at that very moment we go blank. This happens, but again you will overcome this by frequently coming up in this meeting and take part more and more in table topic session. One recommendation what I can give you is, suppose if there's nothing going in your head as to what should I say, you can definitely beat around the bush. You can also exaggerate anything. In table topic session you have the liberty of not being logical. You can be funny, like yes. So next we had Toastmaster Kamini. Her topic was, if you look into the heart of your enemy, what would you find? Something like that. Toastmaster Kamini, you were calm, composed, and you spoke with utmost clarity. And the best part is that you left your speech on a very positive note. I was anticipating that she would come and speak something, at least not some at least some negative thing about her enemy, but you went on saying that I will find a positive soul. It's just mind that confuses all of us, and it's human to err. So great take, quite an intellectual take on the topic. No specific recommendation as such. Next, we had guest Anil, but sorry, Anil, I was not able to hear your speech since I was struggling with my gadget. So I couldn't hear, so I won't be able to give you a commendation or recommendation. This is all from my side. Over to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ankita, for your report. Moving forward, I would like to call upon the timer of the day to present his report. Toastmaster Achal, can we have your report, please?
Yeah. Sorry, okay. I'm ready with my report. Yeah. I'll start with speaker one, TM Subhash Chandra Yadav. He has taken 6 minutes 28 seconds. So he's qualified. Most of the speakers are qualified, and leaving except Sivanand in the table topic. So all the speakers are qualified. So I have to tell the individual timings also. Okay, not an issue. I'll tell. TM Kajol, she has taken 18 minutes 32 seconds. TM Lakshmi Raman, she has taken, ma'am has taken 6 minutes 21 seconds. Then we'll come to table topic. Guest Radhika, she has taken 1 minute 12, but she has left in between, so she is not qualified. TM Sivanand, he has taken 42 seconds only, but at least he has completed. TM Kamini Sama, she has taken 1 minute 33 seconds, and guest Anil Sama, he has taken 1 minute 21 seconds. So everyone is qualified, and that is all from my side.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Achal. Moving forward, I would like to call upon the first evaluator of the day to present his evaluation for our first speaker.
Yeah, thank you. I would like to start off by saying congratulations. You have delivered a fantastic speech. You started off with a lot of energy and enthusiasm, and there was a lot of communication that we were getting as you started off. And the opening was too good. And sorry that I missed the title of it, because in our club, usually we hand it over back to the TMoD, and TMoD introduces the speaker and then it goes on. So that's how I didn't catch the title of the speech. But anyway, the title, he related the title and his speech so comfortably, and he said the importance of listening. He put an importance there, and it went off, it synchronized very well with the communication style and the importance of it, and it grasped the audience. It grasped the audience, and he had spaced himself quite well to move around. Good thing that he made an attempt to stand and speak. which was very open. I mean, his points were all clearly covered and expressed while he was speaking. And as audience, we could also see him moving all around the screen. He spaced all around and nicely it was done. And one small improvements, 2, 3, it is level 2 P2 speech. There are some improvements I would like to suggest. The topic is communication. One best way of communicating with people is with a smile. It would have been nice if you smiled while you were delivering your speech on certain topics. At least it would have been nice. And the camera, I feel you could have placed it a few inches ahead, above, like the level of the camera should have put a little bit above so that we could have got a clear picture. Now we had an angular view of it, but still that's a small thing which you can look into. And if I'm not mistaken, like I think the project detail required you to recognize your communication style and then tell us one incident about it. Either you could have related to a backstory and told how it used to come out for you, and after you learned about the communication style, you could have related it to the present scenario and how it really helped you. So that second part of the project was little bit not, I mean, you finally told that what is the right way of communication, which will be good and which you liked and that will help everybody. But this should have been in particular to what you are communicating. You should have given a little bit of thought on it and spoken a couple of sentences. Maybe you'll have to look into it again. And while you were speaking, you did pose questions to the audience and all, but there was a lot of hurry, like you had a lot of points in mind and you wanted to make sure that you deliver everything. It was going in a very fast, the speech was very fast. Maybe you could have added a little bit of small pauses in it so that you could also take a breath to collect your points and again say it together. And we could also grasp the importance of the points you were delivering. And when I have to use the scale of 1 to 5 on the various parameters, I have got it this way. On the topic of clarity, I rate you as 4. On the vocal variety, it is 4. And eye contact was 3. Gestures was 3. Audience awareness was 4. Comfort level was 4. You were very comfortable. The interest was 3, because like the audience, we just kept listening to it, just was going on and we were listening to the topic. You could take a pause in between, that will help us to get involved and we want to say something. Maybe you could ask some questions. So these are small minor things which I thought I'll put it forward to you, and it will surely help you in your further speeches. So congratulations to you again, and thank you. Back to you, TMoD. General evaluator, sorry.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mamta, for your constructive feedback. Now I would like to welcome the second evaluator, Toastmaster Syed, for his detailed evaluation for the speaker too.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. Kajol, I cannot see you. Where are you?
I'm here.
Let us not cry. I'm here to make you laugh. Kudos to you. What a fabulous speech you have delivered today. And life is from B to D. And we have C in between. Your 18-minute, 32 seconds of conversation took us to the cloud 9 and navigated us from this tough time into some motivational pump. We have some energy now. We are motivated. We are influenced. So first of all, kudos to you and congratulations for completing your level 5 project 1. You have done your job wonderfully. Shahrukh got married to Kajol, and those anecdotes and those like punch was really commendable and connected us throughout your story. Time to time, whenever we were feeling out from the connection, whenever connection were losing, you successfully connected us through with these punches and some kind of asking KFC owner's name, or some questions in the chat box were like cherry on the cake. It was whenever we felt out, we connected with these questions and with these stories. Using rhyme I have heard your speech earlier also. Whenever you use rhyme, you have a beautiful voice, and that is also help audiences to connect again with your story and with your communication style. So these things are really great asset you have in your personality that makes you a very wonderful, a very good, excellent speaker. Your voice was very low. If you could have improved better voice, maybe you were little away from the computer or your equipment. That's the reason your voice was very low. We were hardly able to listen what you were speaking. Little voice modulation is necessary when you are speaking. Add some drama, add more energy to connect. Your speech was very nice, content was good, but the impact on the audiences were a little bit missing. What I felt it could have been improved little bit. Expression, body gesture, and voice modulation need a graphical synchronization with your story, with your emotions, with your feeling. That could have created more greater impact. Modulation, when you have some sad news or when you have some great news, so going low in sad news and going high in the exciting news, that will help more in connecting with yours. So overall the speech was lovely and nice. Just add some energy and some voice modulation, that will help your speech more impactful on the audiences. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us. Over to you, Madam Generally Valued.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sayed. Taking it forward, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Kamini to evaluate her speaker of the day. Toastmaster Kamini, the virtual stage is yours.
May I please request somebody to put my speaker on the spotlight? I really want to look at you, ma'am. I will wait for like 2-3 seconds so that I can see ma'am right in front of me. Otherwise, I'll have to switch the screen. Okay, please take your time, ma'am. I'm not in a hurry.
Sorry. Please, sir.
First of all, this is my bow to you. Congratulations. What brilliant confidence. I mean, I am in loss of words, actually. This age, you prove the fact that age is just a number. When it comes to your energy, you can make wonders happen. Age is just a number in the mind, and you've proved it in front of all of us today. Congratulations, brilliantly presented speech. What confidence, what rhythm, what movements, everything, you know, it was a full packed speech for us to witness. Particularly, I feel I'm blessed. My first time in this club, and having you as a speaker, I'm going to take it back with me for a real long time. Now, the project that you were handling, I would like to again give you my wishes that you manage to achieve all the challenges, you managed to achieve your project goal. There were 3 times interruptions during your speech. First time around, it came from the presiding officer. And very nicely, I've taken a note of that. Please allow me to read it. So you said, yes, it was about some hero. He said, okay, it's not Rajnikant, or it is some other hero. I'm missing out on if I'm missing out on the name, kindly excuse me. But how nicely you kind of molded around and like, no, he'll come in the next movie. So that was a very good awareness. Like your mind was absolutely in the moment, the conversation that was going on, and you gave a good answer in return. The second interruption that came in, because you were talking so much about Diwali preparations with your daughter coming in and you doing all the preparations, decorations. So then this interrupter asked you, but then you were like, no, Diwali can wait. You know, it comes every year. But I cannot miss this. I cannot miss the first day, first show movie. So that was again a slight humor there. And I totally loved it. The third time around, when I couldn't hold myself, I had to come in and interrupt you to see how it goes again. And I absolutely loved it. What beautiful thought you left all of us with, that life is not, you know, life is about these happiness which lasts over a period of time. So you gave us a period of 15 years, if I'm not wrong. 30 years, I'm sorry, 30, yes. 30 years, my God, that's hell of a time. And if 30 years down the line, you and your brother could laugh on that memory, I think you've achieved your purpose in life. So it is about spreading happiness. Life is about greater gift of joy. You told us that. And I really couldn't see anything where I can catch you, ma'am. I mean, I was struggling hard where to hold you. What there was rhythm to it. There were word stresses, like you had stressed on ticket. Let me just give you those words as well. So the word shouting had your stress, the word ticket had your stress, there were body movements, opening the door, all of that was there. And then there was sound of clap in between. So there were many, but these are a few that I have put down. Now, as an evaluator, although I do not have anything to give you, but still I would like to challenge you, ma'am, to bring out the humorous part of you, because I see you have a lot of capability. You can make people, literally suffer with stomachache. I mean, the jaws will start paining. Please take it as a challenge. Attempt your speech in the coming days as a humorous one. And do invite me. I would love to witness you back in action again. And I'm handing it over with my last note on congratulating you. Keep doing the good work and keep proving it to everybody that number is only in the mind, not in the spirit. Congratulations, ma'am. Fantastically done. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kamini, for an energetic evaluation. Taking it forward, I would like to call upon our counter of the day to present his report. Our counter, Toastmaster Raza, can we have your report, please?
Yeah. So basically, before I will tell the report, I would like to tell that all the speakers like Toastmaster Suash, Toastmaster Kajol, Toastmaster Lakshmi, all were superb. So first of all, I would like to tell that first of all, we should clap for them, because for the very first time, I have listened someone totally, like for 30 minutes, I was listening very carefully, all of them. And they were superb. I didn't get a single complaint or single sound, something that interrupt. They were superb. And apart from that, there was session of table topic. They were also very well. They were trying their best. And there were some sounds, like if I'm talking about Miss Radhika, she was having problem because I think she was speaking for the very first time. So there was some sound like repeat. And then Shivanan, he took a little pause break in that. Then again, Miss Kamini, she was also very superb. She spoke very well. And then Mr. Anil, he used to repeat some words like so, like you know. And if talking about our evaluators, they were also very well. For Mr. Faisal, I would like to tell, he used to repeat sound like That's it from my side.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Raza, for your report. Now I have the grammar doctor of the day, Toastmaster Guneet, to present her report.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dripti. So they say correct grammar is your key to speaking English fluently and confidently. And what a brilliant set of speakers we have come across today in this meeting. All the speakers were eloquent, they were fluent, and they were very, very expressive with their hands, with their body movements, and also with the English language. So some of the good usage, and I've got a long list of it. I'll just try to stick to the time. So there are words and phrases like guiding angels, angels turn evaluators, par excellence, unassuming, exhilarating, eloquent, perseverance, toxic positivity, solace, tarnish, unbearable torture, lap of deep sleep. I'm sorry, it's a tongue twister for me. Took my breath away, devastated. Time felt like grain of sand in the desert. Light illuminating me. Exotic bird of paradise. When people talk, listen completely. Tears of joy. Someone's worst experience can be someone's experience of life. She made me a dreamer. It's not my cup of tea. And the theme of the day, I think, again, is a beautiful phrase. It's okay to not to be okay. Just a few recommendations. My apologize can be said as my apologies. That is the correct way of saying it. My world crouched can be said as my world crashed. Earned to listen to my mom's voice. Earned should be said as yearned. Deep within the thunder within me, there is a better way of saying it as deep within the storm. Then I choose to fly, because the previous sentence was in past tense, so it should have been I chose to fly. What was I to do when my story ended? Should have been what was I to do when my story ended, because it is again a past tense. The sentence is in the past tense. I didn't thought about theory. I didn't think about the theory. One of the favorites. Okay, one of the favorite. Now, this is something that we all come across. You know, one of the is, it means that we are choosing from many. So it has to be one of the favorites or one of the manys. But what we usually say is one of the favorite. You know, so that becomes wrong usage of grammar. When we are choosing from one of the manys, it has to be one of the favorites or one of the speeches. It has to be followed by a plural. My Diwali presentation should have been my Diwali present or my Diwali gift. And you have came out of, the correct way of saying it is you have come out of. So these are the few corrections. The word of the day, navigate, was used by Suvash, Kajol, Venkat. On cloud 9, the phrase was used by Toastmaster Venkat, Toastmaster Smita, Toastmaster Kajol, Toastmaster Kamini, and Toastmaster Lakshmi. And there is one correction, which I don't know, as a grammarian, I should be making it. But Toastmaster Raza, whenever you are speaking to the fellow Toastmasters, it has to be Toastmaster Achal Yadav or Toastmaster Faisal, and not Mr. Faisal or Mr. Mr. Achal. So that is from my side. Just one, though we have got wonderful speakers here, I don't think you might be needing this app, but there's something called Fluent U. It takes real world videos like music videos, movie trailers, news and inspired talks, and turns them into personalized language learning lessons. So whoever wants to work on the grammar a little bit, this is the app that all of you can use. It is called Fluent U. I'll put it in the chat box for everybody. Thank you so much, and over to you, General Evaluator Tripti.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Puneet, for your detailed and a constructive report. Before I move forward with my final evaluation, I would like to have the poll for the evaluators. Can we have the polls?
One disqualification based on time.
I guess we have got the majority.
Yes, we can go ahead.
Thank you so much. Okay, before beginning,
I'm putting best auxiliary role player as well.
please go ahead.
Let's vote for best auxiliary role player. All right.
We have the majority again.
Moving. Yes.
Thank you so much. Okay. Before moving ahead with my detailed evaluation, oh my God, what a meeting. It really took me on cloud 9 to be here today, and I could not have a perfect evening than this. So I would request all of you to please unmute yourself and give you a big round of applause. From the TMoD to the speakers to the CTM, everything was exemplary. I was generally pointing and writing down points at every moment. I have got like a 6-page long evaluation to sum it up in a very little time span. So to start with it quickly. The meeting started right on time. The Sergeant at Arms, Sunil, Toastmaster Sunil, tried his best to start with a full of energy and a big smile. Though I guess he was not in a proper setup and the lighting was a problem. So that can be improvised upon. Next, we had the presiding officer, Toastmaster Sayed, coming up. He welcomed everyone with a bright smile as he always does. So not really a big feedback on his part. And then coming to the Madam Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Smita, you were the highlight of the show today. Right when you began with a big smile, which is you generally have a navigating smile, and added a song to it, which again brought a big smile on my face. You know, very cleverly incorporated the word and the idiom of the day throughout. You were trying to knit the speeches with your theme and were trying to relate to each and every person in the meeting, which really kept me hooked to you. The only feedback I want to give to you is that I really wanted to hear you more, because I've seen you in my previous meetings as well. So I would have loved if a personal experience was coming from your end, probably a own story, right? I was really looking forward to it. But overall, you actually have that plethora and that aura around you to keep audience hooked to your face whenever you're on the virtual stage. So overall, kudos for today's role. Then we have the speakers. Though the evaluators have given a very constructive feedback for the speakers, but yet again, I have a small note to attach to each of the speakers. Beginning with the speaker one, he began with an enactment which was really, for a change, a very good start. He was a bit nervous, which was visibly, seen on his face. He was using too much hand gestures, which was, a bit distracting for me. Right? Though the topic was really relatable, but yes, he could really work on the hand gestures. And the best part was he ended with a quote, which again, was a positive note to end on. So kudos for your job, and I hope that this thing really helps you improvise. Coming to the second speaker of the day, Kajol, can I have you on the virtual stage, please?
Yes. Hello. Hi.
Yeah. So you are really a bomb of energy. You know, whenever you're there, you have all eyes and all ears to you. I heard you for the very first time, I guess, in Gurgaon Toastmasters Club last week or something like that. But yet again, what a powerful start. You had us with you throughout, with your expressions, with your great voice modulation. But yes, yet again, there were too much hand gestures, which was, a bit breaking my concentration from your story. And a bit of repetitive elements like I started dreaming, dreamer were really repetitive. So you could probably use their synonyms. The screen was moving and a couple of pauses were a bit distracting. But overall, the way you concluded your speech, you were trying to again and again grab the attention. I did not realize when those 18 minutes passed away. It was like just in a blink of an eye. So kudos for your job. Thank you so much. And coming to the last speaker, but I don't have words for her. Lakshmi ma'am, can I have you on the virtual stage, please? Yes. I guess your evaluator has said all of the words I wanted to, but yet again, oh my God. You left me spellbound with your start, the kind of voice modulation you have, the kind of energy, the quick stances, you were picking up things, you were keeping them back. You had us all over the place. You used your virtual stage so well. I could not take my eyes off you. Though, and the best part, the way you handled our queries, your project, you really did a great justice to it. Just a small feedback that in case you move a bit less, the way you were picking up things and keeping them back, it was a bit distracting for me personally. The rest, I don't think I have anything else to say. But yes, you have an infectious smile. Anyone can fall for it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. So coming back to the evaluators. So evaluator one, Mamta. Toastmaster Mamta, can I have you on the virtual stage? Do we have her in the meeting? So first of all, welcome to NVezion Club. As you already mentioned in your feedback that you do not follow that particular method in your club, that you do not introduce the speaker and the topic. So that's well taken. Apart from that, you had a lot to say. So I would suggest you to go a bit faster and focus less on the positive aspect and more on the improvisations. And yet again, you can give a detailed report in the feedback form which the evaluators receive so that your time can be in check. Rest, it was a perfect evaluation. Thank you so much. Moving on to the second evaluator, Toastmaster Syed. Again, a great introduction project. I was just recommend that project purpose could have been explained in a much meta manner. Yet again, you are the one who has been guiding me, followed the CRC approach, picking up the specific points and recommending it. Overall, a great job done. Just I would suggest you to keep the time in check. That's all. Moving forward to the third evaluator of the day, Toastmaster Kamini. Oh my God, I could not see that, someone could do evaluation with such a big smile and, in so energetic way. You use the idiom of the day, you introduce the project really well, and a brilliant start to the feedback, the evaluation, right? And I really loved the fact that in case you did not have a recommendation for her improvisation point, you actually threw a challenge at her. So great job done. Thank you so much. Moving forward to the TTM, right? We had Toastmaster of the day, sorry, the table topic master of the day, Venkat Sai. So Venkat, can I have you on the Toastmaster Venkat? Can I have you on the virtual stage, please? Right. So the topics were really thought-provoking. So good job on your research. But yet again, I would recommend you that in case you are targeting the guests to come over and speak on those topics, the topics should be more relatable. I could see people struggling throughout to relate to that topic. Even I was for a second thinking, if I would have been there, what I would have, said about it. And again, a recommendation that let people volunteer rather than just giving them out the topic that might make them uncomfortable or having the spotlight and all eyes on them suddenly. Overall, you did a good research, are well connected with the theme of the day. Thank you so much. Moving forward to the table topic evaluation, I was looking forward to a bit more detailed evaluation from Toastmaster Ankita. She tried to construct it really well, but I would really recommend her to not use words like "don't you dare." Right? That is really that actually gives out a demotivating stance at times. Rest, she was struggling with her gadgets, which I guess if would not have happened, she would have come up with a better evaluation. Right. So now coming to my tag team, they really did justice to their roles. Starting with the timer of the day, I would recommend him to show the cards on the screen while introducing his roles so that people are familiar. Though the Toastmasters have been practicing this since now, but yet again, there are people who come up with their projects for the first time and might get confused. Also, we can also present the word and the idiom of the day on the placards while presenting them, which will act as a reminder for them to use those words. Moving forward to the R counter of the day, he could have introduced the role in a better way and present his his report in a virtual manner, which will actually give people takeaway points from it, right? Because memorizing his report while he's just dictating it out might miss on some points. Moving forward, the grammar doctor of the day, as I say, she did a brilliant beginning, introduced her roles and the words of the day along with the idiom really well and a perfect manner. She had a great list. I am really amazed at her active listening skills. She could really pick out a big list of words and she was rectifying the errors simultaneously. The best part was that she recommended us an app which we could use to improvise on our grammar skills. Overall, a wonderful meeting, probably a memorable evening for me. Thank you so much. Back to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Smita.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tripti, General Evaluator of the Day. A big round of applause for you. I'm sure the speakers and evaluators will take into account the points brought forth by you. May I now request the tech master to launch the poll for the best role player.
On your screen.
Thank you. Please let me know when we're done, or it's okay. By the time you prepare the results, let me speak more on it's okay not to be okay. Dear Toastmasters, did the human body come with the promise of rainbows and flowers each day? Could this be more away from the truth that each day will be a happy day? We cannot simply pick up the experiences we want to have or the emotions we want to feel. So, dear friends, it's okay. It's okay. Just like Toastmaster Kajol also brought out, it's okay not to be okay. What is okay? It is not only okay to feel sad, to feel hurt, scared, anxious, angry, jealous, envious. It is essential to accept and acknowledge what one is feeling. And why? Because only when I accept and acknowledge the emotion I'm going through, will my body know how to navigate it? Will my body know how to deal with it? You know, this is a theory called name it to tame it by the well-known psychiatrist, Dr. Dan Siegel. So the next time you're angry and you want to hit the roof, say the words, I am angry and I accept it. And the intensity of your anger will drop down 10%. Mark my words, do try. It will give you not only a breather, but it will enable you to respond to the situation rather than react to it. So please remember, it's okay, my dear friends, it's perfectly okay not to be okay. Back to you, presiding officer for the day, Toastmaster Syed Faisal Zaidi. I've had a wonderful time presenting this to you and I hope you all loved it.
Thank you so much, Madam Toastmaster of the Day. What a lovely meeting we had today. And we have power-packed, eloquent speakers, exuberant role players. Overall, it was fully packed, full entertained, and we have learned a lot today, this evening. Before I present the certificates of best speakers and best role players, etc., let us have some words from our guests and Toastmasters quickly to know how they felt about this meeting today. Starting with Kamini ma'am. Over to you, ma'am.
So first of all, please don't call me ma'am. Okay. No, okay is not like a threatening okay, but it's just a request. Don't call me ma'am. Though I accept it with all humility, but however, it would be better if you call me Kamini or Toastmaster Kamini. Now, a big thank you from the heart, Tripti. This comes out for you, Toastmaster Tripti, for allowing and agreeing to give me the opportunity, knowing what my concerns were. I would not like to say them here again. But thank you. If you wouldn't have given me the green signal, I think I would have missed out on a brilliant speaker that you have in your team. And yes, this is surely one evening that has come my way after years. I can say that. And this also has made me believe in the fact that what is meant for you comes to you. Somebody else was stepping in as an evaluator for Speaker 3. Right at point, due to some reasons, that couldn't work out and I had to come in. So I think it was in my destiny to hear ma'am and to be a part of such lovely people. I loved the energy with which the meeting started, especially with the presiding officer. He was all smiling with everybody, welcoming, comforting everybody. Thank you. More power and please keep it up. Thank you. I had a wonderful time here.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kamini.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you again. Not ma'am, Toastmaster Kamini. Thank you so much for joining us, making this evening beautiful and lot of learnings today. Before moving forward, I would like to say thanks to all of you from the bottom of my heart that you are taking time out of your schedule, and especially Toastmaster Guneet Kaur. she had some tragic incident, and apart from that, she has came here and fulfilled her responsibility. So I would like to ask Gunit ma'am to come forward and say some words. Over to you, ma'am.
When it was a very last moment thing, and I'm still reeling with it. It is, I don't think it is going to be, I'll be able to share what I'm going through right now. Being an emotional intelligent coach and a trainer and a whatnot, it is easy to say things than to practice them, and it'll take some time, but I'm really, really grateful to you for giving me this platform and not not even asking me to back out at the choice of deciding whether I need to continue or I want to back off, because this is these 2.5 hours has sort of given me some respite. It was when Toastmaster Tripti said that I was a very active listener, it was a very, very conscious choice of being here in the moment, listening to what is happening rather than thinking of what is going to come. So I'm sorry, I don't know whether I'm able to put across my point or not, but I'm really, really grateful to all of you. It has been an amazing evening. Again, I concur with Toastmaster Kamini. We are of the same fraternity, me, Smita, Toastmaster Kamini. We are all from the army background, and all the highs and the lows. So right now I'm in that low, but Kajol's speech was, I think, was something that I really needed to hear at this point of time. Whatever I am feeling has been already said by Toastmaster Company, that this had to be. I think I needed this more than anything else today. And again, I've had a very blessed life. I admit that I've had a very blessed life. So this is again a blessing in disguise for me. This meeting was actually a blessing in disguise for me. So I'm from the bottom of my heart, I'm really, really grateful to each one of you. Somewhere or the other, listening to all of you has sort of helped me. I don't know what is going to happen when I leave this space, but thank you so much for that. Thank you. Really, really grateful to you.
Thank you
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. What can we say? This is the part of our life. And Toastmaster is a platform where we learn. And for me, it's another family to me. And the amazing people like Smita ma'am and more of you are helping me, supporting me each and every time. Today, I have remembered the day when I was going to be an evaluator, a speech evaluator, and same moment, 10 minutes before of that session, you can say I got the news that my father is no more. And a part of that, I went through and given the speech evaluation with that sorrow. And so this is the part of life, and we should say show must go on. And what can we say? So kudos to you for your effort. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, Toastmaster Smita, we want to hear your lovely words.
I think I have been a regular. You can always add my name to the list of people who are the members of your NVezion Toastmasters Club. Even if probably I'm not a member on paper, I'm one on through my heart, I'm part of you all. I have loved this space. I have always loved coming here. The encouragement that I come across here, the beautiful meetings, the beautiful speakers, the class apart evaluators, everything that I come across here is absolutely amazing. And more than anything, I think Toastmaster Syed, you as a leader, you enthuse that heartfelt nature in all your members. And I simply adore being a part of your meetings. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to be with you all through whatever role or a listener. I mean, it's just amazing. Thank you so
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the lovely words. Venkat Sai, quickly, because we are running out of the time. Now, quickly, we want to have some words from you.
What can I say? One of my second best club after my own club, Voltaire Club, because I am a regular Toastmaster for your club. I have seen many times. One of my second best Toastmaster club. Thanks for my
Thank you so much for joining us.
my sorrow for grammarian Gunit. So sorry for that loss, and that loss for happened with me also of my father 2 weeks back. So I also lost my father 2 weeks back. So I am in still a depression of that stage, but still have to revert back. So I am here. Thank you so much for calling me, Tripti.
Thank you
And
so much for joining us. Toastmaster Mamta, can we have some words from you? Toastmaster Mamta, quickly, can we have some words from you? She is not listening, I guess. Toastmaster Lakshmi Raman.
It's a pleasure, actually. I really enjoyed today's meeting, but despite the fact people are smiling, and then there is a huge difference between my last meeting and today's meeting. Because last I just was a guest, and today I feel a part of this family, and I hope to see you all again and again. I really enjoyed, and I'm really sorry to hear that news, Toastmaster Sayed, but still you hold the fort very well, and the leaders should learn a lot from you. Kudos to you. Please, you take care, and
Thank you
love to
so
see you
much.
all again and again. Please.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Lakshmi, for joining us and making this event beautiful. Toastmaster Kajol.
Toastmaster
Kajol,
Kajol,
are you here? Yeah. You are on mute.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear
Am I
you.
audible?
Yeah,
yes,
you are
yes, loud and clear.
Yes, thank you so much for having me as a part of today's meeting. It was really fun. Honestly, it was fun. I got to hear so many stories from each one of you, and it was wonderful. And thank you for the wonderful evaluation. It was great. I would love to see you all in my Toastmasters meeting too. We have it on Sundays.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Sure. All right, sure. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kajol. Thank you for being part of this club and making this evening beautiful. Toastmaster Mamata, quickly, can we have a few words from you?
Yeah, thank you. Quickly, yes.
I thought you were going to say thank you quickly.
I was actually waiting for my turn because I really wanted to convey, like one of my mentors, she said, although we are meeting for the first time in a meeting like this, we get opportunities to be role takers or speakers in various clubs. When we are addressing each other, when we just add the TM, Toastmaster, suddenly you get that bonding and suddenly you get that comfort level to interact with everybody. It is so nice to just say TM Kamini, TM Smita. It's comfortable. So that is a very nice thing which we can inculcate everywhere, and we will never feel that, oh, it's a new platform, new group of people whom we are getting. How do we converse? How are they? How should we be with them? So that TM has a lot of weightage when we attach it with the name, and people will like it also easily. So that is one thing, and I felt very comfortable being here. And I loved the way every role taker and every person did their role. And based on the various options we get to spend our Sunday evenings, this was one of the best, I can say. There's a lot of learning, there's a lot of involvement, and a lot of friendship, and fraternity, everything going on. Yeah, that was my thing. Quickly, I finished it. Is it fine?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for making this evening beautiful. Let me share quickly, because we are 17 minutes delayed from the meeting time. Surely our VP Education and all our executive committee will take care about this 17 minutes of delay. Next time we will improve our timings, and we will work upon the agenda very well next time. Let me share the best speaker of the day today. Best speaker is Kajol Khetan. Let us have a big round of applause for Kajol. Thank you so much for taking part, and you were amazing as a speaker. Best evaluator, Kamini Sharma. Thank you so much taking part into the club, and congratulations for being best evaluator today. Best role player, none other than Smita Kotkar, our Toastmaster of the day. Thank you so much, ma'am. You are wonderful, and whenever you take any role, you make our meeting the amazing one. Thank you so much for being the part of this meeting. Best auxiliary role player, undoubtedly, Gunit Kaur, grammarian today. Thank you so much, ma'am, for taking part, and congratulations for being best auxiliary role player. And best table topics also, Kamini Sharma. Thank you so much, and congratulations for best table topics speaker. That's all from our side.
Before
Once
we
again,
end,
yes.
I'd
Yes,
just like
go
to
ahead,
quickly
Tripti.
add a note.
Yes,
Right.
go ahead.
Thank you so much, everyone, coming in from, I guess, various parts of the world, not even the country, but various parts of the world, and making this meeting a memorable one. I started my Toastmasters journey, 3-4 months back, and I never knew that heart could be an emoji I would be using in a Toastmaster meeting. Having heard of it as a professional platform, but yet again, I got goosebumps throughout the meeting. So thank you, each one of you, whether it's Lakshmi ma'am, Toastmaster Smita, as always, you are our favorite. Toastmaster Kamini, Toastmaster Mamta. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm
Thank
looking forward for
Thank
having
you.
you in more of our meetings. Thank you.
Thank you.
It would be a pleasure. Thank you
Welcome.
for the welcome and warm ambience. Thank you, Tripti, Toastmaster.
We would surely like to have you at our club meets also. We have it
Yes,
on every
definitely.
Saturday at 10 a.m.
I second Toastmaster Mamta on this. Please do be, I'm sorry, I'm fumbling. Please come to Gabby's as well and grace us there. It would be fun to share 2 hours on a Saturday morning with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
That will be
Lakshmi ma'am,
wonderful.
please do step into the Gabby's. People would love you there, and come with the humorous side on in your mind, okay? I really want to see you with that.
Absolutely. Pleasure is mine, please.
Lakshmi ma'am, I'm totally flawed. Completely and totally flawed.
Thank you so much.
Loved it. Every minute of it.
You know, the one best part is I still have the copy of the ticket.
Exactly the copy. Wow.
You use the real one.
Amazing.
Maybe that Rajnikant, the topic itself was so energizing. She really enacted it following that.
Absolutely.
Getting the saris. It was so.
Yes.
The saris were also pretty high.
Thank you.
Let me close the recording.
Yes.
Yes.
Because now officially we end.